Well, he went on to say that he doesn't think of it as a punishment for San Diegans, but as a way to make life easier for them.
No, it isn't. No, it's not.
Yeah.
Dude.
So,
dude.
The SANDAG's goal, their $163 billion plan, is basically to force people out of their cars into public transit. And here in San Diego, that's just not realistic at all.
But why? They're doing all of this in the name
to protect
of
the environment.
Change. Climate change is their religion. It's a religion for these people. Hey, I'm all for don't litter, don't pollute, don't all that. Let's all do our part, but come on, man. I mean, this is just.
So if the mileage tax, if we do end up getting taxed for it, it's going to add up to $800 to $1,000 per car per year, and that's at least, depending on how much you drive. And I mapped out my route. So if I had to take public transit to work and try to be on work on time, let alone get here at all, from Imperial Beach to KUSI Studios, it would take me 1 hour and 33 minutes. Driving, when I leave my house at 4 a.m., it takes me 15, 20 minutes to get here.
Right.
So the bus wouldn't be able to pick me up until 4:22 a.m. I normally get to work around that time, if not sooner. And so you can map out your own route. You can go to SDMTS, their trip planner. You say your starting point and then your destination. So along my route, Jason and Diane, it would take me 36 minutes to go to downtown. I would have to stop 34 times, and then I would have to go to 3 other stations, which are 4 stops, so a total of 38 stops. It would take me 1 hour and 33 minutes.
I already have a headache with your
But I would also have to walk 13 minutes to one of the other stops.
And this is coming from someone
at 4 a.m., I would have to leave earlier.
And what if on the way home you want to stop at the grocery store or run some
errands? Or what if you have
errands?
kids?
You can't.
Yeah, exactly.
You have to give kids a drop. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it is, exactly. It gives you a headache just looking at this paper. I couldn't believe that I couldn't even get to work on time. I would arrive here at 5:55 a.m., and that's if the buses were on time. And I don't know if you remember, Jason, but I took a trip with Coronado Mayor Richard Bailey from Coronado to downtown, took the Blue Line all the way to UTC. It took us 1.5 hours. By car, it would take us 20 minutes.
It just doesn't work.
No.
It's not feasible, not the way our county is laid out.
Are they pushing on public transportation or pushing more on getting electric cars?
Well, if you have an electric car, you will still be taxed for per mile you drive.
Yeah, it's a flat tax. Now, and you know, here's one thing that Jim Desmond, he's a great guy to talk to about this issue, because his point is, look, rail works. Personally, I love to travel by rail. I love the train, I love the trolley, make no bones about it. And it's effective as far as commerce. Trains are very effective. But when it comes to moving people around, why are we relying on technology that's hundreds and hundreds of years old when we're talking about autonomous vehicles that drive themselves, they don't crash, they know how to look out for each other? Why aren't we looking into the future along those lines instead of looking back? Because rail isn't going to work. You know, if you tried to put a trolley or a train like it and run it up Interstate 15, do you know how long you're going to be fighting environmentalists? No, not here. No. When we tried to build Highway 52, to build it out to Santee before it got built, they would fire up a tractor and they'd turn over a bird's nest. Oh, wait, stop. That might be in danger. And then here come all the studies, and they go, and I mean, it took forever to get Highway 52 built out there. And a lot of that was environmental.
And one other thing, we are currently paying for the gas tax, so this would just be on top of that as well. And Coronado Mayor Richard Bailey, he said it, that Hassan Akrada is out of touch with San Diego.
Yes,
and
he is.
Public transit works in places like New York,
not a metro
but not
city.
places like San Diego.
San Francisco, sure. New York, sure. LA, maybe, yeah. But here, I just don't see it working the same effect that it does in those cities. We're not. No. It's not like San Francisco,
Basically,
New York,
what he said yesterday, from what I got from the interview with Lauren, if you oppose this, you hate the environment.
Well.
And that's basically what I got from his words that he said.
Isn't he the highest paid government? Doesn't he make
He
like
makes over $500,000 a year, so of course this wouldn't hurt
I
him.
wouldn't want to lose that job either.
And he gets 10 weeks vacation pay.
Jeez, I'm paid.
Oh.
10 weeks vacation, 500 large a year plus. Wow.
So,
Oh yeah, to your point, I mean, somebody made an observation once in New York City, which is a hub where you could do this. They have fashion. Out here on the West Coast, we have cars.
Yeah.
That's how it works.
It is. I love that.
It's true.
You're right. No, you're right.
We like to drive our cars. We like to be able to go where we go, where we need to go, when we need to go there. It's just the same thing with the bike lanes that they're putting everywhere. The bike lanes. Okay, you want to get me? There's no way I can ride a bike to work. When I worked with a guy who rode his bike to work, and you know what? You could tell he rode his bike to work. You know what I mean?
Did he come in sweaty?
There's no showers at work.
No.
It's just, just don't mess with it.
I mean, talk about how dangerous that is as well. I have to get right onto the freeway.
Yeah.
So.
I think that Richard Bailey hit the nail on the head. He's out of touch with what, and as soon as, and because the science is so fuzzy when it comes to climate change. And these people, especially in politics, relying on that, it's like a buzz phrase. All they have to say is climate change, and oh man, we're doing the right thing.
Right.
John Coleman, remember John?
We're saving the world.
John would sit there, hey, follow the money. That's what John always said.
Yes,
Follow the
absolutely.
money. You want to know about climate change? Follow the money.
Yeah.
There you go.
So, I mean,
said.
it's just very interesting. So, if you're at home, I encourage you to take a look at that interview, map out your route to your destination to where you're going, and also check out our social media pages because there's a lot of our viewers who are commenting on it, and they are furious.
Yes, I understand.
No one wants to be
I do.
taxed more.
No.
And if you do, I don't understand why. I would love to hear why, rather than you're trying to save the world.
And you're going to
They're going to
protect
tax
the
us on the
environment.
air you breathe now pretty soon.
get taxed you about every mile you drive.
Everything, yes.
Seems like we're going to have some privacy issues coming up too on this one.
I feel like that's already an issue.
Yeah.
I feel like,
Yeah, so anyway, but yeah, I think a change at SANDAG would be good. Let's put it that way.